So after a while, I got off and stayed at the Broad Street ramp. And at one point, there were between 7 of us officers and 11 or 12. There were a couple of correctional officers, one I recognized from Davie, and a fellow probation officer from my district. But we were in charge of what we finally found out was a total of 1,100 inmates. And this was the famous scene that's been in a couple of books and was on all the television stations while they thought the inmates had taken over. We, as little as 7 officers, were watching over 1,100 inmates. And I had gotten a shotgun. Somebody had lent me a shotgun because I just had my pistol with me. And at one point, I was de facto in charge because most of the other officers were young. This was an amazing sight. These 1,100 inmates were on the Broad Street ramp between the 2 sidewalks. They were all the way up to the absolute waterline, where some of them actually had their feet or whatever, or could reach and touch the water without any problem, backwards. And these people had absolutely no room between each other. They were crowded up very tight together, and it was all the way up to the ramp. And 1,100 would not seem, I've been told it was 1,100, it would not surprise me. Now, guarding 1,100 inmates was kind of like an anthill. If one man got up, 10 men got up, 100 men got up, 500 men got up, 800 men got up in a matter of seconds. So it was a constant control issue. You had to be very, how would you say, very, not offensive, but very direct with them. Get down and brandish firearms or whatever to get these men, because if you got up to 100 or 200 or 500 or 800 inmates get up, you've lost, it's gone. And I don't know how many times we came up so close. It was extremely dangerous. It was just about the most dangerous experience ever. And you had to be constantly on guard.